Talking about immigration, and most of the kids in my class are
immigrants.
Well, second generation, maybe, second generation Americans.
Well,
you
don't know if there's any first generation Americans.
Well, they speak English way too well.
Doesn't matter. They can still be first generation.
I doubt it. They might be.
Tommy, I'm a second generation American.
I know.
And I a third.
Yes, you are.
On my side, but not
on my side. My family's been here for a long time. Some of them met the bug.
I'm trying to watch a third generation iPod Touch.
That's true.
Well, my mom was a first generation, and she could speak English.
Yeah, that's true.
It was her parents. So these kids could be first generation American.
Well, then how are they so young?
I would just ask them. How many of you
Well, I'm asking about their experiences and that stuff.
are first generation Americans? Or are you a first generation American or a second generation American? If they don't understand it, explain it to them.
Well, some of them, it may be their grandparents who came over. I got a lot of Vietnamese in that class.
Well, and that's how you find out.
A lot of them probably came over in 75.
What you need to do is you need to start out by saying, my wife is a second generation American. Her grandparents came here from Portugal at the turn of the century, in 1907. And then her mother was born here, and then she was born here. Not in Oklahoma, but, and then say, what are you? Are you first generation or are you second generation? The sad part is my grandfather, he worked very hard.
What's sad about that?
In sweatshops. Well, you were talking about how they treated immigrants.
Yeah.
He worked in sweatshops. And the work was hard.
You know what the problem with those RAV4s is when they get in a wreck? The back window shatters out because of where the spare tire is located.
They get hit from the rear, I would imagine.
Now go ahead.
Yeah, I know about that.
Some of these houses, though, they're nice.
They have come a long ways.
Well, these are prefab homes is what they are.
So you wouldn't mind living in one?
Oh, I'd mind, but, it's nowhere near the tin-canish looking things that they used to be.
Yeah, they don't make them out of tin anymore. They don't have that wooden type siding. That is a few over there. Oh, those are travel trailers.
Those are RVs.
Why a tornado never hits this with all these juicy targets?
Huh.
You know how they're attracted to mobile homes.
I think that school bus broke down.
Don't go seeking out mobile homes.
Very aware of that. It's a joke that people always talk about. It seems like when a tornado hits, it always seems to hit a mobile home park.
I told my sister you should see if Nathaniel's eligible to get in on some of that money to build a tornado shelter in the garage.
Oh, he should.
Because they allowed, certain counties.
Mm-hmm. No, well, he's right dead in the past.
And she goes, well, I'm not worried about it because they put metal piers and all this. They made those houses to where they're not destructible by a tornado. I just wanted to say, how dumb are you?
Ask her if she's ever seen an F5 tornado.
Well, no house
Tahoe
is going to withstand even an F3 tornado.
She doesn't understand the power of tornadoes, does she?
Stupid.
I mean, where they're living, where this house is at, is just smack dab. It's a tornado alley.
They put metal
No, they didn't.
girders and metal this
No,
and metal
no,
that.
they didn't. That house has a wooden frame just like every other house built in Oklahoma.
They did it so it doesn't cave in.
She's lying.
Well, she doesn't know.
No, because they see her coming a mile away. They tell her all kinds of shit, and she sits there and she believes it. It's like,
I've never seen them put metal girders in residences.
Now they do when they're building buildings, but not on homes.
Yeah.
They use wooden frame.
That's all I've ever seen. When we would look at those houses
In Talavera,
South Stone Meadows South, that when they were building them, and we went looking at some of them, remember, Bud?
right?
No metal frames in those things.
They were wooden.
They were all wooden frames.
Even though it's kind of stupid.
And those houses are much higher quality than the one that they buy.
well, they sat there and lied to her.
Another.
I mean, granted, it's a nice house, but it's going to have its issues like every other house. You know, this is Oklahoma. You have bad soil, so your house shifts and cracks and does all kinds of stuff after so many years. If you live in Tornado Bay, you're going to be replacing a roof more than you want to.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of hell.
I mean, it shows you how dumb they are because they even bought earthquake insurance, which to me is stupid. This is not California. You don't need earthquake insurance. I'm sorry. You may think you do, but you don't. Guys, have fun.
Okay, I see you. It's very funny.
See you, Dad.
Hey, do your school.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You need to start wearing a coat.
Huh. Oh, here's one. What did one school zone say to the other school zone?
Christopher, it's too early.
We're all on.
Why this car, when you drive it, it doesn't automatically lock it again?
I don't know. Could be just how they're made. That wasn't our car. There's a broke down bus. Yeah, I guess that would be a little pretty cozy place to live in. $35. Jeez.
35 what?
Degrees.
That's cold.
What the hell? And we're all stopping for
The school bus. We have to.
I don't know when they passed this.
Long time ago.
Aren't we running on fully synthetic oil?
I don't know what gasoline is made of.
I mean oil. I thought it was fully synthetic.
This is oil.
Even though it's about ready to get changed anyway. This car always tells me when it needs an oil change. Time for a break.